Good day, family, cricket family, 360 family. Welcome to the 360 Live. Bit of an odd time on a Sunday, I know. I had a jam-packed Saturday yesterday. I went to Johannesburg with my boy who played hockey there. And they had a bit of a friends outing after the hockey game. We went to the country club of Johannesburg and we played the Mashi course there with the boys. We had an incredible amount of fun. It is a very special property. I didn't know they had all this kind of activities there. 2 golf courses plus the Mashi course. There are paddle courts, a big swimming pool. So we also used the facilities of the swimming pool after the Mashi course. Lots of excitement. And I can tell you now that the Villiers family is exhausted today. It's not going to be the longest session ever, guys. We've got some seafood that we need to grill today, and we're going to be spending some time in the swimming pool. We also went to church a bit earlier, got a fantastic message from the pastor today, and was just all about being grateful. And sort of, I've spoken about this in length with regards to my cricket, where sometimes you just have to take yourself out of your own body in a way and just sort of get rid of all the noise and look at where you're at in your career. Now, that was the message today, to sort of just take a step back and be grateful for what you have and sort of connect with nature, connect with the good and the bad in the world, and just sort of feel connected with your surroundings. So great message I got today, and I feel very happy. So I hope all of you, wherever you are in the world, are having a great Sunday with your families and friends. It's the perfect day before a new week starts to just reset, hit that reset button, have a look around you, appreciate the things that you have in life, being healthy, and all those things we sometimes take for granted. There's lots of things that happen in the cricketing world, guys. As we are on 13th of October now, we got that result with India and Bangladesh. India clinching the series 3-0. Absolutely incredible performance under Gambhir. Some things have been happening, guys. 297 for 6. That is a very, very big score in T20 cricket, no matter who you play against, where you play against, whether it's a club match or not. But India absolutely dominating Bangladesh with Sanju Samson. And I'm very, very happy and delighted to announce scoring that 100 in this T20 international game. 111 at a strike rate of 236. Absolutely incredible. And I'm so happy for this guy, because we spoke about my connection with him last season. We had a lengthy discussion about his batting, about his career, where he's trying to go, and what he's trying to achieve. And I'm very, very, he was quite frustrated, to be honest, with regards to where he's going to fit into the Indian system. He felt like he wasn't really getting progress with his career, and finally this huge breakthrough. And that's got to be largely due to his hard work, his belief in himself, his confidence, and just never saying die, coming back stronger and harder and showing everyone what he's capable of. We've seen it so often in the IPL, and he was just never really been able to break through properly. And I think this is him putting his peg in the ground and telling Gautam and the rest of the coaching staff of the Indian team that he's here to stay. And not only in T20 cricket, guys, he's got the potential to play pretty much all the formats. I love the way he's always composed and calm at the crease. We saw that incredible 6-seed over the covers, but it looked so elegant. It's never forceful with this guy. He always looks in control of his emotions, of the way he swings his bat. Absolutely stunning. And he's the first, he broke some records there, guys. First Indian wicketkeeper. If we can just put that up again, please, team. I wanted to read it through that. We rushed through that little slide. I wanted to show the people. First Indian wicketkeeper to score a T20 international century. That's a record. Second fastest T20 international century by an Indian cricket player, and 5 sixes in 1 over. Well done to Sanju. Very happy for you, guy. If you're out there listening, keep up the good work. And I believe there's lots more success to come in the near future. Let's take a quick question, guys. As per usual, post your questions down below in the descriptions box. Also, subscribe to the channel. I forgot to mention that. Like this show, if you guys don't mind. It's great for me to be connecting with you. But in order to keep this connection going, we need to get the show out there. So please like the show, subscribe to the channel, follow me in socials for up-to-date news with regards to my movements and when we will be going live and when this 360 show will be released in the week as well. All right, Vineet, do you think India should be consistent with Sanju for the opening spot when Jaiswal returns, as that opens up more options in the middle order? Tough one, no. That's a great headache to have for Gautam and the selectors. I feel if your team's performing so well and you have so much depth it's just a great thing to have. We see that with the Springboks rugby team as well. We literally have 2 Springbok international teams, and it's such a great headache for a coach to have to sort of decide who's going to play where against who, which and what kind of conditions will some players perform. So that's the kind of freedom that the Indian team has at the moment, where they can really just put 2 teams on the park that will beat most international teams around the world. So I think it's always important to stick to a guy or bat him in a place where he's confident in, where he's been scoring runs. And I've said this for many years with someone like a Virat. I've always seen him as a number 3 in T20 cricket. He's decided to move up the order to go and open the batting in the IPL. I always loved him at number 3, and I feel that's where he's most dangerous. And same with Sanju. He's got a bat where the coach feels that he's going to have the biggest impact for the team. I've always loved watching him open the batting. I feel he's very impactful there. Once again, he makes it look easy against the new ball. He never overhits it, and he creates a lot of power. So very difficult decision to be made. Obviously, 2 fantastic players, Jaiswal and Samson. And that is up to the coaching staff to decide. Obviously, I would stick with Sanju. After a performance like that, it's very difficult to overlook someone and to chop and change with his kind of confidence. Batting up the order, I feel that's where he's going to be the most dangerous. So, yes, maybe someone to move to number 3. We'll see what they come up with. Thanks, Vineet. Keep posting your questions, guys. I'm going to run through as many as I can, and we'll cover some more news happening around the cricketing world as well. There we have it. The fastest hundreds in T20 cricket for India was Robert with a 35-ball 100, and then close second comes in Samson with that 40-ball 100. There's a 45 from Surya Kumar Yadav. It was great to watch him perform the other night as well, getting a quick 70. I love watching that guy play. The Superman, Spider-Man of T20 cricket. He makes it look very easy out there, and it's very entertaining to watch. So there's a 46-ball 100, KL Rahul, and also Abhishek Sharma, 46-ball 100. So they are the fastest hundreds for Team India and their batters. The first 100 and second fastest for Sanju Samson. How good was Sanju timing the ball tonight from Sportskita? So thanks for that post. And I think all of you will agree, when Sanju gets going, it is eye candy. It's easy on the eye, and it's great to watch. It reminds me of some of the best players I've ever watched. And that's definitely the kind of potential Samson has. And hopefully he'll maintain that kind of form and really cement his spot in the Indian team. But I want to see him in more formats. I feel there's more from this guy. And hopefully Gautam and the coaching staff there of the Indian cricket team sees that kind of potential as well and sort of treasure him, because he's a special star. There's no doubt about it. Talking about Gautam and his flying start as coach for Team India, alongside guys like Morne Morkel, who played with me as the bowling coach there, Ryan Tendushkata, former South African as well, who ended up playing most of his cricket abroad for the Netherlands as well, international cricket. A great group of guys, and very clever from Gambhir to involve former players and recent former players. We've got that kind of experience. You understands T20 cricket, understands cricket in general, and I feel that kind of experience and knowledge they bring to the party. Now that's certainly showing. There's no doubt about it. They look like a very happy squad. As we go through the scores there, I mean, we've seen incredibly fast first 10 overs from India as a batting unit. In that first T20 international against Sri Lanka, in that series, 111 for 2 in the first 10. Then there was a rain-shortened game, but still they were flying those first 10 overs, going at 12.46 runs per over. And that third T20, 59 for 5 in 10 overs. So that can't be 10 overs. Sorry, I think they won the game. In the Bangladesh series, the first 10 over scores 106, 101, 152. What is going on? So Gautam definitely bringing some impetus into this batting order, definitely having a word with the guys and telling them in the first 10 overs, that's where I see us dominating T20 cricket around the globe. 6 wins in 6 T20s for Gautam Gambhir so far, and India's next T20 international series will be against the Proteas in South Africa. I'm absolutely looking forward to that. Cannot wait. That's going to be an exhilarating series. There's no doubt about it, because remember, guys, this was the World Cup finalists clashing again, and maybe South Africa has got a bit of revenge there and a bit of something to say about what happened in that World Cup final. They get that opportunity, but they're up against a very, very dangerous India unit who are playing the cricket of their lives and really having a go at the bowlers. I think that's an area where South Africa will be under pressure. But remember, people, coming over to South Africa is completely different. The conditions are different. You have to respect that new ball a little bit more. Otherwise, you can find yourself 3 or 4 down very quickly in some of the parks here in South Africa where the ball moves around, especially the coastal cities like Durban, Cape Town, Port Elizabeth. You find a bit more movement. It's a bit slower off the wicket, and it's not as easy just to hit through the line like it is in most wickets in India. When you come up to the Highveld in South Africa, Centurion Park, Johannesburg at the Wanderers, there maybe you can hit a bit more through the new ball and you can attack in those first 10 overs more than the other coastal cities or stadiums that we have here in South Africa. It's going to be a great series. I'm definitely buckling up for that, and it's great to see these teams perform. Obviously, South Africa going through a bit of a slump, so they will be under the pump, but playing at home, hopefully that'll get the juices flowing. As we have a look at the T20 World Cup happening for the women's over there in the UAE, it's a difficult group, this Group B, where South Africa finds himself at the top of the log, which I'm very happy to announce. 3 out of 4 wins there, 6 points. There's West Indies and also England. No one has guaranteed a spot yet. So ESPN Cricket Info is saying who will be the 2 semi-finalists from Group B, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts. Hopefully the Proteas will qualify. Tipping possibly England having a full go, but you have a look at West Indies and their net run rate, which will be a bit of a problem. Unfortunately, South Africa's net run rate is under that of the West Indies, so we're going to have to wait and see what happens there. I feel both teams will have a go and try and get big margin wins to try and qualify for those semi-finals. It's all to play for over there in the World Cup, and it's great to see the ladies playing some good cricket and some good scores there as well. Australia looking obviously very dangerous as per usual, and I watched the game the other night where it's just so typical Australian cricket, where they've just always looked for an opportunity to attack and to dominate the opposition, whether they in a bad position or not. They always seem to find a way to do something special in the field as a group together. A good stumping here and there from Lesayili, and just something special always seems to happen at the right time for Team Australia, and they seem to do that very often in World Cups for the men's and the women's team, and I'm seeing that same kind of trend. So they will definitely be a force to be reckoned with going into the knockout stages, and definitely the team to beat. There's no doubt about it. All to play for over there, and I want to wish the Proteas women's team all the very best of luck. Hopefully we do qualify and go into those knockouts with a bit of confidence, and hopefully go all the way this time around. Guys, I'm going to take some questions. Thanks for that. We've covered most, and another 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes or so, I'm going to get those prawns and the calamari and king clip fish on the grill, and going to have a fantastic lunch with my family and just reflect on life in general and sit back and be grateful for what we have as a family, for being healthy and having a fantastic Sunday together. And I hope you guys do the same. Alrighty, phenomenon. Babar Azam and Shane Afridi is set to drop against England in second test. And your thoughts on Joe Root becoming England's top run scorer in test cricket? Absolutely incredible. Joe Root is in the form of his life, and obviously with a lot of emphasis on the red ball cricket, it's got to be mentioned. That is definitely his biggest skill, and absolutely incredible. So there are reports as well with Babar Azam possibly being dropped for the second test match. It'll be a huge blow for him. As we know, he's been going through a bit of a tough season. Hopefully that won't happen, because I do believe this guy's still got a lot to offer for Team Pakistan. He brings a lot of confidence, calmness in that middle order. Obviously, when he's not in the greatest form of his life, who knows what happens behind closed doors and in the change room. But knowing Babar, he will fight back, and the form will come back pretty soon. Quick word again about Joe Root, just breaking records. And as you guys, I don't know if you've seen, but stats-wise, he is tracking in the footsteps of someone like a Sachin Tendulkar, which a lot of people thought was unbeatable, impossible. No one will ever reach those kind of numbers, but Joe Root is on track, and it's simply outstanding the way they've been playing their cricket. Just incredible rate they are batting at as well. You would think that batting at that kind of strike rate as a team, you would see a lot more wickets fall, but they've just sort of found a way and a rhythm to score at pace and putting bowlers under immense pressure. Guys, looking at the test match in Multan the other day, Pakistan getting 500 plus, and I saw England on 350, 400, 450, and everyone, 99.9% of the cricketing world was calling for a draw and saying what kind of flat wickets Pakistan are preparing. It's so boring. And just look at England turning the tide on that one, getting 800 plus. And obviously the wickets started turning there day 4, day 5. And England was in the pound seat to get an incredible innings victory against Pakistan. Simply outstanding. And those are the kind of test matches you got to love. You think it's a draw, there's no way out. And with Brendan McCullum's new Bazball, his style of play, and the whole England team adopting that and really believing in that kind of style of play, turn things around for Team England. And absolutely incredible how Joe Root is flying alongside some of his teammates. Obviously, Harry Brook, I've got to give a mention to him as well, 100. I've heard a lot about this guy, a lot of up talk throughout the whole cricketing world for the last few seasons, and now he's really starting to shine through. And I can't wait to watch him play at the IPL once again. So simply outstanding from Team England. They have definitely put their peg in the ground as a contender for the top 2 spots there in the World Test Championships, and we know Team India at the top. South Africa still got a point to prove, touring to Bangladesh. Hopefully they'll win a series there and then come home with back-to-back series wins, hopefully against Sri Lanka and Pakistan, to give them an opportunity to also qualify. So it's all to play for in the Test arena. You guys know it's my favorite format, and I hope you all enjoy that. But congratulations to whoever was the groundsman there at Milton, taking a lot of criticism in those first few days, saying a lot of people saying you can't prepare wickets like this anymore. But just have a look at what happened there. Things turned around, and Test cricket in a really good spot. And I love watching that format. I hope you guys too. All right, another couple of questions, guys. I'm going to make it short and sweet today. I want to thank all of you for being on here and keep posting your questions. I'll take 2 or 3 more, and then I'm going to move on, jump through the shower, jump through the pool, and get ready for the rest of the day. What do you think of SA giving Devil Brevis a Test score-up and avoiding him in the white ball setup? Interesting, he's been scoring runs with a red ball, guys. We all know as a youngster, people like to put you in a box and say you are a Test specialist, you are better with the white ball, whatever the case may be. It happened to me in my career. I was tipped as a white ball cricketer. Then I scored some hundreds in the red ball arena, and all of a sudden, 2 months later, everyone said, no, this guy must play Test cricket and not white ball cricket. So it's funny how the press and the media and people and coaches want to sort of sometimes box you in and push you into a direction. But I believe this guy can play all the formats, similar to Sanju Samson. It's more a mental thing than anything else, guys. There's no such thing as someone can only play Test cricket. Everyone is adaptable, and everyone can shape their style of cricket to adapt to different kind of formats. And I did the same. I had to work on certain areas of my game to adapt and to be ready for all formats and not only 1 or 2. So I do believe Brevis, and firstly, congratulations to him. I know it's a lifelong dream of his to be included in that Test setup. Whether he's going to play or not will remain to be seen. I don't think he's going to get a lot of game time to start off with. But like any sport, anything can happen. There are injuries. There are players that all of a sudden get out of form. There are certain wickets that a coach might think will suit a certain player. So hopefully Devil will get his opportunity to play, and hopefully South Africa will have a fantastic series over there. But I do like the look of Brevis in the Test lineup. Reminds me a little bit of the style of the English cricket team, where Brevis likes to take the bowling on a bit. He'll be a fantastic addition in that middle order, really putting a bit of pressure on bowling attacks. And I can't wait to watch that happen. And let's not forget, going to Bangladesh, if he does get his opportunity, he bowls beautiful leg spinners. He's taken a lot of wickets in the domestic scene for South Africa A team as well, with the ball in hand. So he's put his name up, especially going over there to the subcontinent in the Bangladeshi conditions. If the wicket starts turning a bit, he will be someone to possibly grab the ball and take a few wickets for the Proteas. All right, last 2. Thanks, Vineet, for that. Reinhard, thank you very much for your support there, superfan. Next generation Proteas like Tristan, Stubbs, Devil Brevis, Ryan Rickleton, Marco Janssen, Jordan Herman, Ethan Bosch, Peter Mapaka, Aiden, David Bellingham. Can they make the Proteas as dominant as it was under you and Graham? Please visit Germany. Thank you very much for joining from Germany. That's a surprise. I know they play some cricket over there in Germany, and hopefully the game will grow as time goes on and as more associate teams become part of the cricketing world. We've seen that with the T20 World Cup. It was great to see teams like the USA take part there and taking some of the big teams down. So hopefully Germany will feature there in the World Cups pretty soon as well. But you make a good point here. All the names you mentioned there, most of them are pretty inexperienced. And that's the only way you get experience, guys, is to spend time out there in the middle, to start ticking some wins or getting some wins under the belt, to start getting some confidence as a team. And then you very much need a leader to stand up. And that's the one thing that I feel has been lacking. And I'm very delighted you mentioned the name Graeme Smith there, because that was the one guy that I believe played a huge role in our success between 2008 to 2013. We broke some records. We won a lot of games away from home. And a lot of credit's got to go to him for his leadership style. And I see quite a few guys, especially in the batting department, as leaders in the current Proteas setup, taking their own performance too seriously, sulking too much when they get out. Where Graeme, to me, he got out, he was upset for a few minutes and immediately focused back on the team. So where I really believe some of the leaders in the current Proteas setup need to start showing that kind of maturity, that kind of leadership. Graeme would never allow me to go and sulk in the change room for longer than 10 minutes. He would pull me out and say, the team needs you now, whether it's on the side of the field, on the park, make an impact, find a way to add value to the system, to our unit. And that's how our team starts operating together. And I believe we are lacking that. We need some leaders in that Proteas setup, guys who have played for a little bit longer than a few games, like a Themba Bavuma, Eden Markram, maybe a Marco Jansen, guys to start standing up as leaders. And I believe that is lacking. Really stop focusing too much on your own game. Obviously, as a captain or as a leader, you want to perform. But the minute you don't, you get off and you find a way to add value to the guys around you. Lift the youngsters up. Empower them, give them the freedom to go out there and win games. That's what Graeme did to me, to guys like Faf, and the rest of the batting lineup. All the youngsters who came in, Quinton de Kock, immediately felt empowered because of a great leadership style that Graeme Smith had, and that is lacking at the moment in the Proteas setup. So hopefully they will find that, and hopefully some leaders will stand up in due course over the next few series, especially against Bangladesh. Alrighty, I'm going to take two more questions, people. Super chat guy, Madhav, thank you very much. I love my super chat fans. Thank you very much for adding value. Speaking about adding value to this 360 show, 360 live today. I really appreciate it. Who are your best top 3 ODI openers of all time? That is tough. Your best is Dravid, Sachin, and Sanath Jayasuriya, the Sri Lankan great. All these guys have performed superb on the World Cup stage as well, and you've got to take that into account. I love that you mentioned that, guys who play well in big moments, in pressure moments, where they find a way to get a bit of magic going when the chips are down or where the heat is up. So a very good top 3 there from you. I would like to throw a bit of Australian flavour in there by adding someone like a Matthew Hayden, who I always found difficult to play against. Big guy, huge aura, huge presence, fantastic record in big games, fantastic record at the IPL for Chennai Super Kings. Also, I always love to have a left-hander as an opening bat alongside a right-hander. So with him, that is a tough one. All time, eh? What about throwing someone like a Lance Klusen in there? No, he's more middle order, but Klusen would definitely make my team, and it's a shame he missed the IPL train, because imagine what kind of fireworks we would have seen from him in the IPL. We never saw him playing T20 cricket. But he would definitely be my number 6 or 7, somewhere there, and with obviously bowling some bullets and getting a lot of wickets. I still haven't answered your question because it's such a difficult question to answer. Alongside Matthew Hayden, let's throw in someone like a Virat. Yes, I'm a bit biased. He's a good friend of mine, but I do feel he scores all around the park. Yes, he hasn't played the best of cricket of late, and he's not in that Indian T20 cricket team at the moment. Obviously, he stepped away. So people sort of forget about him as the T20 player. We only see him in the IPL these days, but he's still one of the best players I've ever seen play, and he's so busy at the crease, and he will really complement someone like a Matthew Hayden really well. Last but not least, number 3 spot, let's throw in someone like, guys, it's a difficult question. Let's go for the new generation, Surya Kumar Yadav. I'll throw him in there purely because he's a magic man. He can play all around the ground. He will make bowlers have headaches for days. So there's my top 3. I need a bit more time to think about that one. It's never easy. I'll throw myself in as 12th man. Thank you very much. I'll carry the water and add value from the side. Alrighty, last question, guys. Thank you very much for all your time once again. And I'll take this last one, and I'm going to say goodbye for this week, 360 Live. Hi, AB Sir. You are my idol. For many cricketers, who is your idol? My idol. I think growing up, and I've said it so many times, someone like a Jonty Rhodes inspired me. Not so much to do with his way of cricket or his stats or his records, but more to do so with the way he enjoyed the game, the smile he had on his face, also his ability to do magical stuff on the park and turning games on the head with crazy stuff, fielding stunts and sweeps and reverse sweeps. And he sort of just took the game to the next level with his energy and his enjoyment and his passion. And I think that's why he had so many millions of fans around the world adoring him. And I always try to sort of copy that kind of style of play. I didn't try, it came naturally, obviously, but I would always remind myself as what would Jonty do out there? He would put a smile on his face and he would enjoy every single minute out there on the cricket park. And I want to encourage all of you to do the same. Appreciate whatever you do. Have gratitude, as I spoke to you guys about the message that I got today at church. Just being grateful for what we have in life. And if you play cricket, be grateful. It's an incredible privilege to be healthy and to be out there and to hit cricket balls and to enjoy it with your friends. There's nothing better out there, being out in nature and enjoying the game of cricket. Guys, I'm off to the barbecue, the grill. I've got to get some seafood going. I'm going to spend some quality time with my wife and my children. They are growing up so fast. If you have children, slow things down because it flies by. And to all of you who don't have children, start going. You've heard Elon Musk, all right? We need more people in this world. Thank you very much for joining me on 360 Live, guys. Subscribe to the channel as always. Saqib Ali, very nice to you too. Have a wonderful Sunday, everyone. Follow me in socials as per usual. I'll keep you guys up to date with what I get up to and when these shows will be released. Apologies for not releasing it yesterday, the live show that is. I like to try and keep it consistent, but unfortunately yesterday I was in Johannesburg running after my children all day long. What a great privilege and pleasure for me. Enjoy your time with wife and children and enjoy your time wherever you are in the world as well. Thank you very much for joining me. I'll see you guys in the week. Take care.